Welcome to the Reviva Labs webinar. I'm Nancy Reamer. I'm the Director of Education Training for Reviva Labs. And today's topic is how to smartly improve a blemished complexion. So please know that each month we host a webinar and we focus on a different topic pertaining to skin and skin care. And you can find all the dates and topics of future webinars on our website, revivalabs.com, under the About Us tab and Events. And you know, I always say this, but I really mean it. If there is a particular topic you'd like us to address in a webinar or in a blog, please let us know. And if you know anybody who's missing today's event, or let's say that you have to jump off earlier than you anticipated, this is being recorded and will also be available on our website, revivalabs.com. I'm going to take questions at the end of the presentation. I imagine there may be some given the topic today. And typically, if you've joined me before, you know I ask you to use the chat box and just type in your question. But I think I just prefer to do it live. So at the end of this presentation, I will do my best to just have unmute all of you, so you can just ask your questions straight out, and we'll just answer it collectively. So, one more thing. I am super excited to announce that Reviva is launching a brand new virtual Zoom demo program. That's right, we're going to be doing demos online via Zoom. So I can see you, you can see me, we can talk about the products. It's going to be a whole discussion. And our very first one is July 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's July 29th this month. And you need to buy a ticket in order to join us. And you have to do that by July 18th. And the reason is that we will be sending you, once you purchase your ticket for $5, we're going to send you sample products of the items that I'm going to be demonstrating on this virtual Zoom demo. So that way, as I'm talking about them, you can be trying them and you can ask questions directly right then and there about the products. So we all get to experience it live. So we're very excited about this virtual Zoom demo program. You can expect one a month. We're still getting the dates together for that, so just stay tuned. But the very first one, again, is July 29th at 1 p.m. Please sign up and purchase a ticket for $5 before July 18th. And I look forward to seeing everybody live. It's so cool. Okay, so let's begin. For those of you who don't know much about Reviva, I always like to start with just a general history and what we're about. So Reviva Labs was actually launched in 1973 by our founders, Stephen and Judith Strassler, who basically had one goal when they launched this brand, which was to create safe, effective skin treatments that produce visible results at a reasonable price. And for nearly half a century, we have done just that. And we've established ourselves as a superior natural skincare brand, and we've attracted loyal customers for generations. And we're still very committed to using only the highest quality ingredients that are both safe and effective as we continue to formulate products suitable for all skin types. So if you want to find out more, again, it's revivalabs.com, all one word. And I would encourage you to just check out our website and look at our various collections. So today's topic, blemishes. Oh gosh, blemishes are one of the most challenging skincare concerns that most people experience at some time in their life. And I think you'd all agree, they always seem to appear overnight at the most inconvenient times. And today we're going to learn a little bit about the differences, different types of blemishes, what factors contribute to having them, and how to care for and improve problem skin to banish those nasty little buggers forever. So let's first understand the broad definition of a blemish. It is a term that refers to a variety of types of spots, discolorations, or marks on the skin. But we generally call it blemishes or acne. So let's jump right in with the different types of acne. Comedones are the most common form of acne or blemishing. There are two types, a blackhead and a whitehead, and they are both clogged pores. Now, a blackhead is black due to oxidation of keratin, or that's the major skin cell, or melanin, another major skin cell, but it's not dirt. And it becomes black when it's exposed to oxygen. So it's open on the surface of the skin and it just turns black. And a whitehead is a closed comedone, still a clogged pore, but they are more, they're small white bumps that are just deeper in the follicle. And you find them wherever you find a sebaceous gland, which is, of course, the forehead, the along the nose, the jawline, but also on the back, shoulders, and your chest. So I think this is a terrific diagram, and I'm just going to take you through it a little bit. So this is obviously a hair, and this is the follicle that holds the hair shaft. And attached to the follicle are sebaceous glands, oil glands. I think this is a very efficient system for getting the oil out. It just travels along the same path that the hair grows and is deposited on the surface of the skin to give our skin some moisture and flexibility. Now, obviously, oilier skins have more sebaceous glands. So like, let's say like a normal skin might have, a sebaceous glands attached to this follicle, this one, and this one. An oilier skin may have all the hair follicles have sebaceous glands attached to them. So they just are constantly producing oil just because there's more glands doing so. So what happens, back to the comedone, is that as our skin, as you've heard me maybe in other seminars, splits and divides and travels to the top of the skin to replace the old dead skin cells up here, some of those dead skin cells aren't swept away, aren't exfoliated away, and just remain, and they end up clogging the opening to the hair follicle right here. And as I've said before, the blackhead is black because it's more closer to the surface, and a whitehead is maybe down around here. It's still clogged, but it just hasn't reached the surface of the skin. So comedonal acne needs exfoliation, since it can lead to more serious challenges with blemishing later on. Let's take a look at what happens. Inflammation and bacteria equals acne vulgaris. I call it inflammatory acne. It sounds less scary, but that's what your dermatologist would call it, acne vulgaris. The most common cause is a hair follicle, again, that's become clogged with the oil, those dead skin cells, but bacteria has now been introduced. Where'd the bacteria come from? Well, think about it. You're sweeping maybe a crumb off your face, and all of a sudden you feel a little bump. You're like, uh-oh, what's that bump? And you're doing that with your fingertip. Your fingertip has bacteria on it. Once that bacteria is introduced, inflammation begins. Or, as I mentioned before, oilier skins are more prone to this form of blemishing because of the more sebaceous glands, the more oil, the more dirt is just attracted to the skin. You don't even have to touch your face. The oil just works as a magnet for anything that may be in the air that's minuscule, but still could be carrying bacteria, and that will clog the pore. Right? So anyway, it's bacteria introduced to a clogged pore that leads to the inflammation. Another trigger can be hormones, specifically androgen hormones that are present in both men and women. And as this hormone increases, maybe due to adolescence, or is going a little haywire because of menopause, or just because of monthly menses, the oil is also increased, making it a much better environment for acne-causing bacteria. This sort of blemishing can happen on your face, your back, and your shoulders. Again, any place where there's a sebaceous gland. They can start off mild, but progress quickly to more severe forms of acne if you don't take the right steps with your skincare, which we will discuss. So you need to treat this as soon as you start noticing breakouts. The most common the most severe form, excuse me, the most severe form of acne is cystic acne. This is a tough one. Cystic acne occurs much deeper in the skin than your typical pimple and is more inflamed. It's typically larger and much more painful. So let's take a look here. See, here's the normal hair follicle, you know, sort of a side slice of the other diagram we were just looking at. An open comedone, blackhead. See, right there on the surface, it's clogging that whole follicle, not allowing oil to come out. It's a plug. You touch it, whether it's open or closed, and then papulae or acne, a pimple forms. That's now we have bacteria introduced, so it becomes inflamed. Unfortunately, a cystic acne, look at this. All this material inside that pustule now explodes and goes, that's my word, explodes, but it leaks out and goes to the next hair follicle. And what happens is it breaks down the follicle wall right here. You can't even see it anymore, and causes serious lesions and infects many of the adjoining hair follicles. You know, my diagram had them spaced far apart, but that's not how your skin is. You know, the hair follicles are very close to one another. So it can destroy healthy tissue. And there's a much higher likelihood of scarring with cystic acne. And while it can affect anyone, cystic acne can affect anyone, it does seem to have a genetic component to it. And it is not caused by lack of cleansing or drinking too much soda or eating chocolate. Yeah, that's not to say that a healthy lifestyle and good habits are not going to help your skin. Your skin is an organ of your body, so it needs a healthy approach to how you treat it. But it's not generally caused just by those poor eating habits. And they take time to heal. And typically it takes a strong topical treatment, and sometimes even oral medication. So cystic acne is total domain of a professional, of a dermatologist. There's very little anything topically an over-the-counter product can do. And again, it's typically hereditary, which is a shame. Rosacea is interesting. It is classified as a skin disorder, but sometimes it seems to fall under an acne category, but it is not. It occurs often and most likely in fair-skinned individuals, and it only appears on the face. You won't find this on the back or the chest, as other forms of blemishing, as we've discussed, will do. Rosacea seems to be a combination of small, inflammatory, pimple-like bumps that are not comedones. They're not clogged pores, but they're mostly very visible blood vessels. It's triggered. It's typically hereditary, so it's very, very fair-skinned. People typically get it, but it's triggered in those folks by sun exposure, spicy foods, hot beverages, alcohol, cold or hot temperatures outside. And it tends to start in your 30s, late 20s, 30s, and will persist through most of your adult life. And it happens to both men and women. It causes a real thickening of the skin, particularly around the nose, due to an excessive growth of sebaceous glands in that area. And currently, unfortunately, there's no medical treatment. And it does require just a medical cure, and treatment is by a professional. So that's rosacea. And the newest entry in the world of blemishes is maskne. Yes, now that we're all having to wear masks when we go out, due to the pandemic, we're seeing an increase in breakout or irritation due to the face masks. And it's triggered basically, again, by bacterial growth that gets trapped into that area around your nose and your cheeks and your mouth because of the heat and humidity that builds up between your mouth and the mask. And this can alter the pH balance of the skin and just throw your skin a little haywire, and maybe even if you're unfortunately tend to more oilier skin, you're going to be more of an environment for bacteria, and you will get what we call acne. And there's also, there's just that constant, some people have very sensitive skin, so the friction of the mask to the skin can also just in general cause irritation. So anyway, that is another form that we are seeing. So what can we do to prevent blemishes? And it just basically takes, thinking about this in 4 specific ways. You need to decrease bacteria. I think it's highly abundant that bacteria is what causes all the inflammation and the next level of challenge to a blemish. You need to decrease sebum on the skin as well, because the combination of sebum and and bacteria leads to that inflammation. You do that by increasing exfoliation in the skin and decreasing inflammation. And just remember, it's way easier to prevent a problem than it is to treat one. So by committing to a daily skincare regime can really keep your skin healthy and prevent future problems. So let's take a look at some products that may help us. So to decrease bacteria and oil, very common way to do this would be to get a good cleanser. And we have 3 cleansers in particular that would be fantastic at doing this. In our anti-aging collection, you will find glycolic acid facial cleanser and glycolic acid facial toner. Both of these contain glycolic acid in just percentages that are enough to sweep away excess oil, excess dirt. And glycolic acid, for those of you who don't know, glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid, which means it is there to just gently break the bond between a dead skin cell and the new skin cell that's up and coming to replace it, and it sweeps it away. It's derived from sugarcane, so it's natural, gentle, and very effective. It just provides that mild exfoliation that and it's mild enough too, the cleanser and the toner, that you can use these daily. So you would cleanse first, then tone. The toner just provides that little extra cleansing, but more importantly, it preserves the pH balance. Now, that's really important, and I brought that up a little bit with the acne, that having that heat and humidity throws off your pH balance to your skin. And why that's important is that the more acidic your skin is, the more prone you are to acne, and and the more alkaline you are, the more sensitive skins get. So typically, oilier skins are more acidic and drier skins are more alkaline, but you want to be somewhere in the middle of that. I think, I have to remember this correctly, I think somewhere between 4 and 6 is the right spot, is the sweet spot for most skins to be maintained. And you do that with a toner. That's why people use toners, is to bring your skin back to a proper pH balance, for your skin. And it's done after cleansing. So anyway, so I would highly recommend these two, working with these two together. In addition, the toner has just really soothing emollients like hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and allantoin, all really sort of taking down that inflammation, which is also part of the way to prevent blemishes, right? Decrease inflammation on the skin. The third product I would highly recommend in our collection is the bamboo charcoal gel cleanser. This is bamboo charcoal that gently deep cleans and sweeps away that excess skin cell debris that's on the skin, or any dirt that's on the skin, minimizing the pores and minimizing the chance for bacteria to grow on your skin. It is sulfate free and just chock filled with botanicals like calendula, red clover, and aloe vera. So very, very gentle on the skin, perfect for all skins, but in particular for acne prone skin. The next step is to exfoliate, to deep cleanse clogged pores. So we have 4 different masks that work slightly differently. So you have, your choice here of deep cleansing. We have the bamboo charcoal mask, part of our charcoal collection. And charcoal is known for its detoxification too. So it really is a natural exfoliation that deep cleanses in one step. So the charcoal also helps to brighten dark spots. Because it's taking away old skin damage, and you get a more even skin tone and better and clearer pigmentation. So it helps with hyperpigmentation as well. I love this. You can use this every single day. It is not an overly drying mask or an overly aggressive mask. In fact, your skin feels and looks terrific after using it. It's really a crowd pleaser. It's such a beautiful mask, and you get results. Equally, light skin peel. Charcoal bamboo mask was launched, I think, about 2 years ago. Light skin peel mild exfoliant is one of our oldest products, and whoa, it's still a top seller. Now, this uses more of an exfoliating process, a friction process, to gently remove the hardened dead skin cells so they won't clog your pores. So immediately after using this, your skin looks brighter, fresher, clearer. It uses a kaolin to absorb oil. Kaolin is a clay that's derived from minerals. So it's very mineral rich, and it's great for sensitive skin. But it absorbs that oil. You leave it on for 10 minutes. It's deep cleaning, and then you wash it away. You can do that twice a week. Fruit enzyme mask uses fruit enzymes to gently exfoliate. So if the light skin peel has those little beads in it that gently exfoliate, fruit enzyme mask uses just that. A pineapple, papaya, pineapple did I say that right? Sorry. To gently clear the skin and sloughs off that dull skin to restore your skin. It uses a different type of clay, bentonite, that's derived from volcanic ash, and that's generally recommended for use for acne-prone or oilier skins. Yeah, so that's that one. Sorry, I'm just looking quickly. I just don't want to give misinformation here. Crushed almonds. I was going to say walnuts. So the light skin peel uses crushed almonds. Fruit enzyme mask, as I mentioned before, uses different kinds of extracts from pumpkin and pineapple and papaya to do that stimulating exfoliation. Hydrating mask. It's cooling, it's calming, it's soothing, and it contains hyaluronic acid, Swiss apple extract, and seaweed. Also uses a combination of kaolin and the bentonite to purify and draw out the impurities, and your skin looks radiant and fresh. So this, the hydrating mask might be better to use by somebody who's maybe more normal to drier, who is experiencing some blemishing, because it's going to hydrate and put back that hydration at the same time that it's drawing out the impurities. Or they could also use anybody can use the bamboo charcoal mask. And I would probably recommend, well, anybody can, normal skin, you can use any of these. But if you're oily or skin, my sense is that they just may feel more comfortable using the light skin peel or the fruit enzyme mask. But basically, all of these are safe and gentle for all skins. To decrease inflammation, you want to make sure you're protecting and preventing from free radical scavengers while you're outside. So you want to make sure that you're giving your skin, whether it's antioxidants or extra moisture or SPF. So here are 3 products that you can choose from. Our hyaluronic acid serum, top seller, has been for decades. It helps to bind and retain moisture to the skin. It soothes inflammation with green tea and aloe vera extract and helps smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles. It basically helps to attract moisture. You use this under a moisturizer, so that way your skin is never losing its barrier protection, and it will soothe the inflammation. Dual Source C Serum uses 2 different sources of vitamin C combined into one potent concentrate. And vitamin C is not only a potent antioxidant, one of the strongest antioxidants you can have to protect your skin, it also improves the skin tone. it will help to brighten your skin, as it helps to eliminate discoloration, and it combats future damage to your skin as well by protecting it. Again, you just need 2 to 3 drops of either of these serums before a moisturizer, day and night. SPF 30 sun protective moisturizer is just that. It's an SPF 30 with a moisturizer. I use this every day. I live in Southern California. I am outside walking more than ever, and I use this on my face. I love it. It is so easily absorbed. It's greaseless. It works really well under a mask, I might say. It doesn't add any heaviness, so I really recommend using this while we're outside in the summer. And it's in a very convenient tube, and I know I'm getting my SPF 30 protection for wherever my skin is exposed when it's not under a mask. Moisturizing to decrease inflammation. Now, it's really important that you keep that balance in the skin. And we have 3 different choices right here. Our antioxidant smoothing cream. I love this as well. It is just chock filled with all sorts of antioxidants that are going to give you protection against future damage and decrease the inflammation. We have got alpha lipoic acid, vitamin C, vitamin E, 2 potent antioxidants, as is alpha lipoic acid. Green tea extract, again, an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Resveratrol and niacinamide, a really potent antioxidant as well. That actually goes to work on helping brighten your skin too. Yeah, so this antioxidant skin smoothing cream helps to combat past damage and treat current. And I love it because it has look at all those great oils: borage oil, rosehip fruit oil, flaxseed oil, lavender essential oil. So it smells great, and it's very it's lightweight. It's not a heavy cream, even though it says cream. It goes on very lightly. The alpha lipoic vitamin C ester DMAE cream. Sorry, that's a mouthful. This also has different antioxidants with DMAE to firm, tone, and protect the skin. Another crowd favorite. It helps to firm with CoQ10 and different peptides. The palmitoyl tripeptide 5 is a really great peptide for supporting collagen in the skin, and it visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines. The ultra-rich, ultra-light daytime moisturizer with vitamin C, again, decreasing inflammation with vitamin C. I love this because it says exactly what it is. It's rich, but it's really lightweight. So you get the moisturizing benefits without the heaviness of the cream, and you get a little bit lactic acid in there, which just gently exfoliates the skin as it provides moisture, and the vitamin C to smooth and brighten dull skin. So you have to moisturize even on hot summer days. And also for your consideration, I want to bring up the 10% glycolic cream. Now, why they are separated a little bit from the other moisturizers is that these 2 do extra duty here. And the 10% glycolic cream is really great for keeping blemishes under control. It works with 10% of the glycolic acid to really exfoliate the skin and bring out the smoothest, clearest skin you've ever seen. It improves the skin texture as it provides that deep yet gentle exfoliation. Now, the only caveat here, I would say, that if you have active blemishes, active acne, active meaning it's inflamed, it's open, do not use this product. Use it after you've healed some and to prevent and keep those blemishes under control. But it is a great, not only anti-aging product, but also a great blemish product. But again, only for those who are not in active situations. The Ultra Moisturizing Cream Hydratant, I'm sorry, I have so many favorites, but I really like this one too. It's got it's a very rich formula, I'll tell you that. So some people who, may not, cotton to that kind of richness, but I've got to tell you, it is just super hydrating and healing. It's really healing. So if you want to keep inflammation down and rebuild that barrier, it keeps your skin calm. This is the product, and it's got hyaluronic acid in it to help retain the moisture. I find when I get overly sensitive, I'll use this at night, so I'm just receiving all that goodness when my body's at rest. And I wake up in the morning and my skin is so soft and it just looks better. It just looks calmer, you know, a little bit smoother. So that's why I would also consider these two for keeping your skin under control and in good shape. So there you have it. To eliminate blemishes and improve your skin, you must commit to a daily routine that includes cleansing, exfoliating, treating, and by that I mean treating with antioxidants, maybe with a special serum like the two that we saw today, and moisturizing. But also, try not to touch your face. Use makeup sparingly during breakout times. Limit your hair products around your face because they can contribute to blemishing, and practice healthy eating and exercise habits. I know it sounds simple, but if you commit to it, it really does work. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I am going to open it up for questions right now. Looks like, I think you were unmuted. I don't know. I've not tried this before, but I'm just going to check the settings. Okay, looks like we can possibly do this. If anybody has a question, let's try it. And if I'm not responding, I think that means I can't hear you. So you would have to type it out. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, looks like we might have to type in the chat box. If you have a question, just start the conversation below. And this is why we're, okay, see me. This is why we're going to the Zoom demos. We can ask questions, hear each other, see each other, and talk about the products together. So remember, take a look at our website for the Zoom demo that's coming in July 29th. Buy your ticket today. All right. I'm happy to stay on a few minutes and just wait for any questions that you have. Okay. You're welcome, Pat. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you join us again. We're always available for questions on our website as well. Okay, I know that somebody is typing right now. Oh, you're welcome, Alice. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right. I guess that's it, folks. I hope this was helpful to you. I will see you next month, where we will be discussing on August 19th what to use in the morning and night for a simple and effective skincare routine. Okay, so check the website for more information. Thanks, guys. Bye.